just gotta give it diligent effort. We're just. There's a seat right here.
All right, we're on. I'm sorry, you want me to swap? Yeah, it started. You want me to swap? Oh.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order. Talking with the point.
It's not recording? I don't think so, because it's Cindy.
It's green back here.
I know, but our IT person, and then the streaming,
Mhm.
she doesn't know that meeting's at 4. This is in here at 5, it's not 4. That one is probably started.
Pull up on the phone, see if it's approved. Can you do that?
Motion to approve the agenda from previous meeting.
Okay, I was gonna say, what?
Second.
Second, hold on a second. I'm gonna see if we are streaming. That way we won't have to get up. Yeah. We are?
Yeah,
Okay.
we
good.
are.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So we have a motion and a second for the approval of the agenda. Y'all want to change or add anything to it? Good. If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Public comments? You got anything to say, Zach? I'm good. Oh, you're good? Okay. We'll move on from that. Previous minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. I guess has everybody looked at the debt?
Write-offs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang, $12,539.
I'll make a motion to approve those.
Got a motion
Second.
to approve, got a second. All in favor saying aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Quarterly financial report.
It don't matter.
All right, I admitted I'm not prepared. Because I realized it was a quarter hour and told Lori I can first.
Time flies, though.
We can do other stuff like purchasing. Anyway, all that aside, there's nothing really major going on. I know Lori asked me a question about their revenue, and I'll
Appreciate it.
tell you why in just a second. As far as collections, year to date were great. As far as the first page, the receivables, 800,000 is normal. It's just, it looks like it's, running the same as it normally does. The operations report, second page. There's your breakdown of the revenue. Don't mean to jump ahead, but what Lori asked me, what about the cash flow? The cash flow and what's actually revenue is two separate things, because, we're on full accounting, so that's why you'll see, patient collections of 202,000, but then when you look at the cash, or that came in for the month, through the bank account, the county bank account, not the holding fund, you can see looks like it's 20-something thousand, it's 22. Oh, here. 24,318, that's that last page where I do the cash flow. So the reason why is because the months of July and August, we are getting up to over 250,000 in the holding fund. And when we get close, we write that check, have it deposited into the 118 fund, which is the one that's in the generator. So when I do those accounting entries, that's why you're gonna see a difference. If you average to 3, it's 5. Does that make sense? So you're gonna see more like, if you look at July, it's 406,000. And then you've got August, 277,000. So that's why you have a difference between the cash flow and what actually is accrued on the one page.
Okay.
But I meant to tell you that. I apologize ahead of time. So I looked at it too and I thought, wait a minute, what's wrong? So that's the difference between what you cash you actually have in the bank, like your checkbook, and your actual financials on a accrued basis. So that's what the difference is.
Clear as mud.
Sure is.
Well,
We
I
bel-
can
we-
tell you-
we
I can
trust
tell
you.
the checks we wrote.
We
I've got
believe
them
you.
written right here. Yeah. So that is the difference, but it's all good.
Okay.
And then, cause, I mean, if you look at your year-to-date, you're ahead 72,000 over budget, so as far as, revenue-wise, so, that's good.
What do you base the budget on? Just the last
well,
year's, I mean, basically how do you come
How do I
up with
do
your
it?
budget? Yeah.
Okay, if you look at, which page is this? The one that says collections per billed call,
On the
collections per billed call, it may be like third one,
The last page, not the
no,
next
it's
to
the
last page?
third one down. Third
Okay.
page.
yeah.
Should start under these, but anyway, that little, right in there, it says budget estimate,
Okay.
and I look at what we actually billed for the last year, and then I look at down the bottom where it says your average you're collecting, and I kind of just look at that, and of course, I'll do it on the low side, cause we don't wanna ever
Yeah.
have over, more than we reasonably think we're gonna collect. So, the goal is $189,308 patient collections a month, just as patient collections, not property tax or anything like that. And so you can see we're doing well, cause we got 228, 209, and 202 for the last 3 months. So that's
So if we ever
kinda-
dip below that 189, we need to kinda,
Pardon?
if we ever dip below your estimate,
Yeah, then we'll start looking at it.
then we got a little
Right.
issue, right?
That's why I like coming quarterly, cause from 1 month to the next, you
Right.
can kinda, vary, as varies is there.
Gotta let it wash out a little.
Right.
Yeah,
And then you get really a truer picture if you're looking at it by quarters.
By quarters instead of monthly, that's right.
Right.
Okay.
So, what I was talking about? Yeah, 408. That's really high. Versus 311 average in 2019.
At the very bottom of the page,
Yeah.
that's how much we collect per call.
Yeah,
Okay.
through this quarter.
Get through this quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, very, very good, but you never can tell when the turnaround and stuff. How they do the roll rates. We've been getting new on the roll, but always guaranteed. And then, let's see, fourth page is just what we billed for what type of call it was, emergency, non-emergency. And then your mileage, how many miles you ran. It's good to know, just for me, if I figure out how much gas I'm gonna spend or use. So, you can just see how the total bill was the 370,000. And then the last page is cash flow, that's the one I was talking about, cash versus the accrued revenue.
Okay. Is that it?
Just,
You
on
good?
that, but I got 2 other things I wanted to tell you.
Okay. Anybody got any questions on what we just looked at? If not, we'll move on and let her explain this one.
Okay, the longevity pay was approved,
Right.
commission. The only thing that wasn't done, it wasn't put in the budget, so I had to go back and do a budget amendment. So I've got that to present to Budget and Finance next Thursday.
Right.
And then it'll be on the agenda at the commission meeting in November And the way the policy reads, they have the money annually, they want paid by the 15th of November. I believe it says 15th, is that right?
Kinda like with the cities
Yeah,
and
right.
other, like we did, like,
So-
you know.
The budget amendment should be approved, should be no reason why they wouldn't, because they've already done unless somebody has a problem with funding. On the 12th of November, and then we plan to pay the longevity pay to the employees that Friday, which happens to be the 15th. So, I just wanted you to know, that's what's
It
going
doesn't
on with
matter.
that.
I think there's a difference between what was said, where the pay period ended and pay, is that what you're saying?
No, she was saying that the policy says that it would be paid by or before the 15th.
Before the 15th.
And
Yeah.
But you
the
can't
way it
just-
lines out, that Friday happens to be the
It
15th.
happened just,
I think
which is
everybody
great.
fine,
So,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a problem, yeah, nobody's saying that.
We just should have had it in the original budget, but whatever.
They'll be happy.
I don't know, but it didn't get addressed.
They'd be happy to get the money, whether it's the 15th or the 20th.
Yeah, and so then it's before Christmas, before
Right.
Thanksgiving,
Right.
Black Friday, that's what we were trying to do.
Okay.
So, and then the other thing, I was talking about the time and attendance software that
Yeah.
I talked to Budget and Finance about, if they would need, approval to, once I go and spend time to get something that I think we could all use, please give me the funding. So I've got that also as a budget amendment next Thursday for the software. So, and I have 2 or 3 different proposals from the software company I intend to use, as long as it's approved, and it's a 5-year contract, so the commission will have to approve it as well, because it's over a year. But, I showed it to Frank a little bit, it has some, for our bigger, larger departments, it has, not only the electronic timesheets where you wouldn't be doing any more paper, it has the ability to do scheduling. I know y'all.
Calendar and
work-
scheduling.
Yes, on shifts. It's like if somebody can't come in or is sick or whatever, and they need to swap, you can put it in where it sends a notice to all your employees, say, hey, do you wanna work this shift? And then somebody will get back with you
Good for y'all,
instead of you
wouldn't it?
having to call.
That'd be good.
So not only will you have the time and attendance, you can also use the scheduling module. So that's why I said there's kind of 2 different prices on it, depending on, like, I don't need the scheduling, but Sheriff's Department, was what I saw,
EMS,
and
and sheriff.
EMS, those 2 larger ones, and the way y'all work shifts, that would be beneficial.
Mhm.
So, as long as everything gets approved, we'll have a demonstration meeting by our vendor and their IT people in November. And invite anybody that, like you, Frank, that deals with the payroll, and then it'll be question and answer, then we'll have the scheduling portion of it. Cause not everybody's gonna want every module. But just to make sure everybody's comfortable and they see what we're trying to accomplish. If you want people to sign in on your cell phone, you can, or if you want them to come in and do it on their computer at work, you can, but there's different ways. It's not, like, one size fits all, no, it's gonna be, modeled to where it fits your department and what your needs are.
Is that through Ben Longman, or is?
No, this is called Andrews Technology, and the reason I really liked it, cause it already will integrate with our current payroll software.
Okay.
Just go in. And Franklin County uses it, and I'm talking to Franklin County's finance director, Andrea, and see how much she said is checking that reference, and then she can tell me if they use it, so when we get some
So-
references.
What you're saying, each department can customize where they want it, how they want it to
How
run.
they want it to run.
So, I have a question. When I worked for the city of Tullahoma, they had this new software,
Okay.
and they had an app, and then you go on there if you wanna pick up a shift or something. Is it gonna be something, is there gonna be an app related to it?
It's all kinds, it's like I said, depending on what y'all need, you can do it either way.
Okay.
If you want them to, some may not want them on the cell phone, I don't know, but it can be, they will, modify it for your department. You can they have time clocks, the biometric, they have those available too. So, That's why I said when I did the budget amendment, I did it for, we took everything, but I know that's not gonna happen, but I'd rather have enough than not enough. But, so, hopefully this will be done, because when you try to process 400 timesheets and then pray they're all right, correct, you know.
That'll be a whole lot easier than electronic.
2.5 days, it's tough, you know, one person, and you got Alicia, all that, and, you know, sometimes I have to help, because stuff happens, and it's just a lot. This would be so nice. Supervisor would just sit there at the desk and look at the timesheets, approve them, and send them. No more filing timesheets. Would be a blessing.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
The hardest part, like where I work, is making people put their timesheets in and submit them and sign them, doing their own time.
Yeah.
That's the way it is here.
Yeah,
It's like pulling teeth.
And then Friday.
But you would think if you wanna get
start,
paid, you would fill your timesheet, you do, submit your time card, but
you would think.
Especially if they work one shift of
Right.
payday, you know, it's like, you see them one at a time, gotta catch them then.
I know ours, we can log in from home if you happen to, like,
Mhm.
not be there when it's time for it to be submitted, you can log in at home or on your phone. I don't on my phone because I can't see it, it's so small, so.
Yeah, see, those are the types of things the department head or elected official decide with how they want their department to run, you know, what they feel comfortable with. And of course, you know, down the road, if you decide you wanna do biometric, you know, whatever, you can add it. It's no problem. So I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be good. It's got some HR things in there that Heather will be able to do, scheduling new hires, just all kinds of things where she has to write it down on her calendar and then they don't show up and she gotta call them. Now we'll send them a notice on her part. So it'll alleviate, you know, a lot of that. Well, I didn't know, but we did. We got a message. She said you're supposed to be here for your new hire appointment. And they don't show up, whatever. Stuff like that. She's really interested in doing it.
Will that work for commissioners that miss meetings?
Probably what happened with the commissioners.
I'm just kidding.
Not positive yet, but Jonathan does the commissioners payroll, and he will probably input it for everybody.
What I meant,
Because you get it, we get it off those sheets
Missy
there.
knows what I'm talking.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, is there an issue?
No, it's, no.
A little different. I'll tell you later. All right, are we through? Anybody got any questions?
We do have several commissioners that are in that room over there that won't get on direct deposit. And I have to call them, to please go cash your check. Because I'm fixing to void it.
Yeah.
And now all checks, they all say void, it's not cashed in 90 days, all of them. We did all of our checks, got new checks, right bank account, because you know, First Bank went here and somebody else went. Anyway, whatever. So we're gonna get this done. So now all of them say that, I thought they did, but some of them didn't. Because uncashed checks go to the state. Every year I've got to send them to the state by November 1st, which I have to do that, I just remember. You got the Jurotech checks are a pain, you know, they don't cash you, I don't know if they do. And then you'll have several of the same people that are on payroll. Oh, I was hiding that, I don't wanna cash it, but whatever, so I'll fix it, avoid it. Anyway,
Okay. We good?
yeah, I'm just babbling.
Any questions? Any questions? No?
Save my husband from hearing it one day.
We need to approve that report. Motion to approve?
Yeah, motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor saying aye.
Uh,
Motion carries.
I got a little bit, not much, but a little bit.
Director's report.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna leave.
Since Michael and Paul's not here, Miss Lori's gonna take their place.
Okay, for September, total calls were 918. Fall calls, 49. Out of counties 4, I'm not sure where they went. I guess probably Southern Tennessee Medical Center probably. Standby is 171, that's still high, it's always gonna be that way, I guess. Harton's at 252, transports to Harton 252, transports to Unity 217. Manchester, we had 501 calls out of Manchester, 164 out of Tullahoma South, 175 out of North, and New Union was 77. Shoot time was 63 seconds, we're still staying pretty good. Busiest day was Friday, and the busiest time was between 1 PM and 2 PM. Staffing is looking good.
Go on now.
I mean, it's really what Michael should be talking about. Yeah, there's another, well, I'm not gonna say another, there's another service that some people are coming over here, and, paramedics. And we got, of course, we got 2 new in our group, because we're already here, they're paramedics now, so,
That's great.
That have
so.
So how
taken
many do we
classes
need?
and just, is that what you mean, that have moved up, or that?
We had
Yeah.
one move up, right?
Whitney
Yeah.
did, and we have, he was a part-timer, his name's Derek, he's now a paramedic, and he's full-time now,
Sweet.
So how many are we short?
I don't know.
Don't know.
The board's getting filled, let's put it that way.
Well, good.
So how many total new ones do we have, or that have either moved up or we've hired new ones?
Probably 2 from last meeting,
Yeah.
right?
I remember we were at 13 needed.
Yeah, we've hired some AEMTs also, some
Sweet.
part-time, some
We're able to
full.
run more ACLS trucks. So
Yes,
good.
That's good.
and we're able to get all the stations.
Full.
So we've
Full.
got more green on that graph, or that.
More green and yellow and red, right?
Good,
That's good.
So you'll see those numbers next month,
sweet.
Okay.
but,
But an ALS truck has still gotta be, it's not, can't be an advanced EMT, it's gotta be
No,
a
it's
paramedic.
gonna be a
right?
paramedic. Yeah.
But that's still, got some more paramedics, so that's good. That's what we've been waiting on.
Yep.
It's good news. Hallelujah.
So, any questions for Lord? Please ask them if you do.
Thank you, Lord.
Okay?
welcome.
Thank you, Will. All right, Manchester Station renovation update, chamber ribbon cutting ceremony. That's over to you.
That is going to be, and it's in the minutes, November 6th. I thought I had a set
Yeah,
for you.
November
I don't-
6th, 11
yeah.
o'clock.
11 o'clock. Y'all invited to come over, they're just, we'll tour the building and maybe have like refreshments or something, and, but it's, anytime you all wanna come over, it looks great, really, it does. Rick
toured
did
it.
an awesome job, you saw it?
Before furniture was in, but
Yeah,
yeah.
he's stickler for detail, and he
You
does
said
it. really-
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Mm-hmm.
November 6th. So
What
that's-
day is
I
that?
may or may not be
It's a
there.
Wednesday.
I got a grandson that may be born around that time.
Oh,
Yeah. So, it's where I'm here in Clarksville,
well,
but I'll try to be.
yeah, 'cause you want your picture in the paper. You got that date?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
Okay. Good, so that does away with A. B, protocols, this got vote to approve here, but I wanna hold off on that till Bonner and Paul are here, in case y'all have questions. It's rather lengthy, protocol, so.
Yeah.
Give her-
211 pages or
That's
something?
right, a little bit, yeah, just a page or two, but
Just a few.
we'll give it another month, kinda look at it, and something you want to talk about or whatever, we can do that then, and then vote it in then, okay? Is that good with everybody?
Sounds good.
Alright, we'll move on from there. Discounted billing rates, more transport from Unity, and we will vote to approve this, because we've talked about this, 2-3 months now? So, did y'all see the policy on that too?
Yep.
I don't know if you guys wanna look at it, or,
I got,
You got them on your phone,
it's
right?
yeah,
basically,
I
this-
printed me one out, cause I can't look at it on my phone.
It's basically the same as MedStats, except, you know, Michael, he tried to change some of the wording and, put Coffee County in there, but the way that.
It's
I don't know
also
if-
just selectively for morgue transports only.
Yeah, right,
Right.
yeah,
He took some
so,
of that verbiage out for the other transports and stuff like
yeah,
that.
right,
Right.
so, but,
That being said, if you don't have any questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Dr. Tresser, second by Commissioner Dearborn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Any new business? Since it's blank here, I mean, anybody got anything they wanna bring up, any dates we need to be added, anything like that? So we're all good with that? Okay. All right. If that being said, our next meeting is, November 21st, 5 PM at, Plaza. And that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor, standing up.
All right, thank y'all.
It's nice and sweet, wasn't it?
Short, sweet, to the point.
That's it.
See ya.